right,
Hello.
you ready? Hi.
Of course I'm ready.
Okay,
Sheesh.
let's see. All right, level 2 connection. How do our strengths and weaknesses complement each other? I'm gonna leave this like this so you can look at it.
Ladies first, I'll let
How dare you?
you. You don't
Okay.
like that? No, I'm sorry.
No, it's
Sheesh.
fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's 2020. Things different.
I mean, I feel like if anybody knows us, they can see that we literally are each other's balances.
For
Like,
sure.
we are so different but alike, and we complement each other's strengths and weaknesses. So when I think about
I was gonna say, what are?
our strengths,
Yeah, be nice first.
I'm always
Come in.
nice.
Woo me in just easily.
Let me think. Well, first of all, I'm an extrovert.
For sure.
You're an introvert, and so I think I help.
Extrovert, introvert.
Yeah.
What's just wrong with that?
I'm a social butterfly, extrovert, and you are an introvert, and you prefer being at home,
True. Yep.
and you prefer staying home.
I like people. I
Yeah.
like my space.
Yeah. So I think we help each other out in the sense that I really appreciate being home. I've never not appreciated it, but I really appreciate being home, and I really appreciate having some space away from people, and you help me enjoy that. And I hope I help you come out of your shell a little bit and
Yeah.
have, more social experiences. And
Well, you did it when we were doing the runs. Like, you told me the story how, like, naturally we had to, like, all right, lead these runs, pace and everything. And then once, like, the run was over, I would kind of, like, revert back to my old self. So I would just kind of, like,
Yeah.
stand to the side, or just, people would come up and ask questions, I would answer,
Yeah.
but I didn't engage. And you would always, almost to a point where it was, like, pestering, but not bad.
What?
But you
When?
you would just naturally come up and just go.
Oh,
like,
and just talk to you.
yeah, just start talking to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know this person.
Yeah.
But I mean, you always had this very engaging, open energy. So that was like what drew
Yeah.
me to you naturally.
Yeah.
And it was always like good stuff. Like, damn, like, I'm like, man, Myra's just cold. Like, I had nothing
Yeah.
bad to say. But then that was like just on, I guess, superficial, or not superficial, surface level. I didn't really know or understand.
Yeah.
But you were always like, every time we would get together and meet, it was always like, your face would light up. What's up? Like, hey, Chris, like, oh, my 85 baby.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, what's up? What's good? And you're like, you're all right. I'm like, yeah, that's just me. That's
But I
just how
think that's
am.
what drew me to you. It's like, you're so chill. And I was like, there has to be more to this person.
You gotta like break and chip
than
away and
just,
figure out who it is.
Yeah.
You thought it was like a
and
front.
you are. You're so goofy and you're so silly. And we match each other's energy in that way.
Yeah, for sure.
But I would have never known it if I didn't kind of pull you out of that. And I didn't do it on purpose. That's just my personality.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that would be the weakness part. And it's always funny, it's like a weakness, like it's really bad. It's like, no, there's strong points in life and there's your not so strong points. So yeah, definitely from mine, I would say, even when we were friends before we started dating, you definitely, I just described the story, but that's just how you were. So when I would get around you, the more I knew you, I'm the type, like, I don't know you, kind of, I stand off a little bit. Like, it's just kind of a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
Not sure if that's a good or bad thing. That's just how I am. And then obviously as time
Yeah.
goes on, I'm like, oh, okay, I could be more comfortable or more vulnerable. So that's definitely, it's like we were, like, magnets attract each other for sure.
Yeah.
But then you also, like, you pulled me in and then, like, drew something extra out. So you taught me how to, like, be more vulnerable. Like, don't take things as serious. Laugh more, open more. Like, I'm a big kid.
Yeah.
Naturally, like, we both are. So I think that's how we clicked and made it work. I didn't know. That was, like, the one point that surprised me. Once we started, like, dating, but once we started dating, I was like, oh, Myra's. I was not apprehensive. I was actually amazed that we were more alike than I thought we would be.
Yeah.
Because my first, I'm like, yo, Myra's like that cheerleader type, just, yo, what's up? in everyone's faces, getting my rod up, and I'm like, but I preferred it because I needed that.
I'm
So
also
it's a
chill.
good balance. Right, I didn't, yeah.
I have chill points. So
Well, that's what made me surprised.
yeah.
Like once we started hanging out more and being around each other, then I noticed how chill you were. And I'm like, oh, she's actually more like me than I thought, or vice versa. So that is one of my, I guess, weaknesses that you're having me turn into a strong point.
Yeah.
I would say on the opposite end. Now, if I had to flip the script, a weakness of yours, because of your personality and how you are, you're so bright. Sometimes your light shines everywhere all the time.
I'm all over the
So
place.
I kind of, I'm the beacon, like I home you in.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, yo, babe, I love you, but let's kind of bring it here. And so
I think you definitely help structure my life a lot and help me organize it because you're so structured and you always have a plan for the most part. But just even when let's say you're gonna go on a run, like what you're gonna do, you're gonna warm up, you're gonna stretch before you run, you're gonna go on your run, like very, very disciplined, which I don't have. So
I'm here for.
I'll just wake up and go on a run. Like I don't stretch before.
Like, no, babe, what are you doing?
Anything.
You stretch,
I just
hydrate.
wake up. You will eat your bagel, you'll eat your banana, and that's ritualistic. Like you do this every time you're gonna work out. You have a set routine and you stick to it, you're consistent, and that's how you've thrived in running, and that's how you are with life, and that's what I'm lacking. So I love that we can grow from each other in that sense.
Yeah, complete yin and yang, which works. So obviously I'm laid back, a little more docile. I'm like, yo, what's up? And you're like, or you'll make fun of me. Yeah, what's up? Yeah. And Myra's like, yo, pull up, what's up, baby? I come through.
Yeah. And so you can see it in our greetings, like the way we greet people. Like I'm eager to like hug you and I'll scream and I'm like so excited to see somebody, and then you're like, hey, what's up? And that is your level. That is your excited.
Yeah, even when like I would get as a kid, like things would happen I'm excited about, and they're like, "Yo, are you excited?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, I'm stoked right now." Yeah. If I don't see it, I'm like, "Trust me, like inside,
this is your happy face."
I'm fist pumping, like, yeah, this is a good thing. This is dope. So, it's always I always used to think it was weird, and I'm like, "Nah, it's just me." I'm trying to think other strengths and weaknesses I come across. Like we're just perfect people. So I'm right. I'm kidding. But another thing, I'll let you chime in.
I think your consistency, just your discipline and your consistency is a huge thing with us. And I think that really helps. I think your strength in listening helps my strength in talking. So I'm a good talker and you're a good listener.
Hey.
And so I think we help each other out in that. And I think that really helps our communication and helps our understanding. If we disagree on something, I know that I can talk to you about it and you'll listen, and you're not just hearing me talk, you're listening and taking notes. And there's change that comes about.
But even too, another thing,
growth.
It's like now, like the more we're having this conversation, I'm like more stuff is starting to fester in my brain. Another thing too is the playful side. I think because of that playful side, you've helped me to be like, sometimes I'm always like rigid in certain things, like stubborn about certain things, and you're just like, yo, it's cool, like it's all right if this didn't work out. I have a moment like I would get mad and I'm like in that pocket being mad. Like,
I think I'm pretty good at winging things.
Yeah, you like to deflect, to defer. It's like, okay. Like you're mad.
If something doesn't go as planned, I'm like, okay, it didn't go as planned, whatever. Like we can still figure it out. We can still meet our end goal without like, it didn't go as planned. And you're very like, this was the plan and this didn't happen and blah, blah, blah. Like I know that those things will make you tick sometimes.
Yeah, you teach me how to just move forward with it. You're like, okay, this happened. That moment's over. Get over it. Yeah. Keep going. But I know sometimes I guess my stubbornness is a weakness and a strength, because I know some things for you, like, remember we might be looking for something or something, you're just like over it. I'm like, nah, I have a good feeling, like, it's gonna be, we're gonna find it, or we're gonna be here, and then I find it, and I'm like, boom. I know sometimes it doesn't work out for me, but sometimes being my stubborn self, like, ends up being that strength, and you're like, oh, cool, thanks, got it, appreciate it. So
I think our personalities definitely
I'm surprised,
help each other, and I think that's part of like us being in a relationship later in life too, is like we've grown, we're very self-aware, and we're very accepting of who we are, but eager to grow and eager to learn.
Yeah, you've taught me to be more honest with myself, like in moments, and I think that's like,
I think
the
I've
biggest
helped
thing.
you be more creative and open, and just like
Open to stuff,
step out
allowing
of
things,
your comfort.
Yeah.
And in different aspects, not just stepping out of your comfort and doing things.
Whether I
stepping
wanted it
out.
or not.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sometimes I force it on you.
Yeah,
but-
like you force it,
but
and then I'll go like, damn, she's right.
I see the potential in you, and I see where you want to go, and I see your vision, and I want you to reach it. And it's my way of like, it doesn't have to be this way. It can be much bigger than that. And so.
But I know sometimes I'll do that for you, because you're like, oh, I was thinking about doing this, and then I'm like, well, why don't you just do it? And you're like, yeah, you're right. I'm like, that's a solid idea. Run with it. If I had to contribute anything back, but so thanks.
Sure.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Is there anything, other strengths, weaknesses, anything else you can? Because I would say it's still, for us, we're still growing and still learning. So we technically only been together, known you for about a good year and some months. I think dating wise, it's been
7 months.
7
months.
Give
a
or
little
take.
bit
Around
over.
over there, yeah.
Like,
but I think the cool thing was we were able to just, I think because of where we're at in our lives, things that happen, experiences, whatever, or at least allowed growth and maturity to happen, even though we were still big ass kids. It was easier for us to kind of like, I think we were at similar past wavelengths, and I saw that, and when it finally, like, when we merged and like, okay, we're together, we're gonna do this. That's actually another thing you helped me with, just being committed to it. Like, all right, like, I'm with you, like, I like you. I want this to work. And I was still kind of like, in the beginning, stuck in my old ways, and it was like, I mean, nothing, tomorrow's not promised. You got this great girl.
But I think we help each other out, and like what we doubt about ourselves and each other, we help like come out of that.
Agreed.
So I think
I was trying to get to
like,
that. You just said it better.
You doubt yourself in ways that I don't doubt myself. Like, let's say, like, like growing in the relationship, or things that are out of your comfort or what you know. But, and then I'm like, no, just stick with it and you're cool. And then you'll help me in things that I'm not confident in, like, let's say running, and like, I don't know if I can do this run or this workout or something. And then you're like, no, you can, like, this is, and then you'll pump me up.
Well, because I've seen it, like, I know, like, sometimes you're like, I can't get up, or I don't want to do it. I'm like, dude, I've seen you do a lot more. Like, trust me, you're.
But I think you're that
being
push.
a baby right now. Like, get your ass up. Like, but yeah, and I think that's the beauty of our situation and going forward. It's just, we didn't put any like timestamps and certain regulations. Like, we'll just keep it organic. We came the way it formed, didn't think it was gonna happen. But it happened. So I kind of caught it.
It's crazy.
But because that happened, we're here now. It's easier for us to just continue to blossom and see where it's gonna lead. So, because we're both like, one thing I noticed that we're both like that. Like, if we like a person, love a person, whether it's family, friend, significant other, whatever, like, we ride for you. So once I knew off the top, you're like, like, you want to do it? I got you. And I'm like, well, I'm the same way. Like, she's down, I'm down. So still growing, still learning. So
definitely.
I think we hit our mark. I don't know any other weaknesses or strengths.
I think we're good.
We're good.
We're good. Wait.
Yes.